Alright, so a really boring concept. Political professional wrestling. It just basically consists of politicians standing behind microphones shooting promos. Like, I'm coming to your state or your county or your town and I'm gonna win the championship. I'm gonna be in control of all this. I'll come to your country and win the World Heavyweight Championship of America. Luckily, there is no actual World Heavyweight Championship. It'd be like a world dictator or something. Hitler and Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan probably all came closest. Just sitting there. I be the World Heavyweight Champion! Or, well, let's see, I'm going to do my impression of Alexander the Great. Dead on, too. I'm going to be the World Heavyweight Champion. And here's my impression of Genghis Khan, which is a little bit off, but it's almost dead on. I'm going to be World Heavyweight Champion! He sounded a lot like that. He spoke Mongolian, so he'd be like, that's ancient Mongolian. You don't know about that shit. But yeah, they just stand there and they say, I'm the best in the world. My ideas are the best. I have the most fans. They're going to vote for me to be in the Royal Rumble. In the Royal Rumble, instead of it being like something that's mediocre entertainment like WWE, it's just like the opposite of entertainment whatsoever. They're just standing there in a big wrestling ring and they're all talking into a microphone, arguing, and they have this moderator. It's basically just a debate. He's like, I know how to put a figure 4 leg lock on the economy. And then it said, somebody else, like, I'm going to power bomb Iran's nuclear capabilities. And then somebody else says, I'm going to start dating this female wrestler of diplomacy. Wrestlers are stupid, so it takes them 3 times to say the word diplomacy. But politicians are smart, so they don't jump off balconies. Wait, or do they? Bud Dwyer kind of did something like a professional wrestler. He gigged his whole cerebral cortex out of his brain with a fucking 357 Magnum that he pulled out of an envelope. Don't watch that video. It's disturbing. I'm worried Rob Ford's going to do that. But you see, Rob Ford is the perfect example of what all politicians are. He's just a little bit more honest. All politicians are basically crackheads that fall around drunk and stumbling like Mr. Leahy, or say for instance some other person that plays a drunk real well, and then they try to arm wrestle Hulk Hogan and they win somehow because they have more power. This analogy's really not working out. And basically everything politicians say is like a shoot promo in the back. What they have is scripted, so it's strange that it's less intelligent than what I see on wrestling shows. I'm not racist. I don't like Obama, but it's not because he's black. I wouldn't mind having New Jack as president, Jerome Young, or James Fullington, the Sandman, Hardcore Hack. I think they'd be better presidents than every other one I've ever known in my lifetime. I was born under the Reagan administration, then I saw George Bush Sr., then Bill Clinton twice, then George W. Bush, then Obama twice. Not impressed by any of them any more than any other. They're all pretty shitty presidents. Sorry to shit on your presidencies. You never were even in a cage match. or a barbed wire match. He never even went through a table. I'd say the most entertaining president was George W. Bush, because he was always messed up, stumbling around. They gotta stop these terrorists planting their flyers and animals. Get your bomb, Bin Laden. Like every time he said something, you'd crack up laughing and be like, I can't believe this guy's running the country. Obama never says anything funny. At least be a stand-up comedian, politicians. You gotta serve some purpose. You're not serving any purpose whatsoever. You're not working for the people. You're not fighting for the people. You're not standing up for anything Americans believe in. You're just sitting there fucking over everybody, lying and being greedy and being assholes to each other. And that shit's gotta stop. At least be funny about it and admit to it. Every single thing should be that, what's that thing with the media's ball or whatever, fucking, you know, correspondence dinner. Everything should be like that or nothing. Or if you're gonna argue and stuff, at least get in real fights on TV. I'll watch C-SPAN a lot more often if C-SPAN's kinda like UFCspan.